Action News reporter Annie McCormick now is at 9th and Wesley Streets in Ocean City with an update on the situation there at the Jersey Shore. Annie.
We actually have a little bit of protection where we are. We're underneath a porch. We're in Ocean City, New Jersey. And bear with me as I use this new technology because it's getting so windy. We're actually having problems with our satellite truck. So we downloaded an app onto my iPhone. It's called Dejero Live, and that's what we're using right now. I want to move over behind me. We're only several blocks from the beach. We're at North Street and Ocean Road. You can see there that there is flooding. It doesn't look as bad. However, look at how much that water is rippling. That shows you how much those wind gusts are really carrying them. The other concern is, look above, you can see a lot of those power lines. As every big gust happens, you're worried because some of those power lines are just whipping around. Also, that home over there that's under construction, some concerns that plywood or other things that aren't nailed down or secured could fly around there as well. Well, as for Ocean City, New Jersey, starting this morning, we did see that there were 3 bridges. The only 3 ways out, in fact, were all completely closed because there's mandatory evacuations that they had last night. And they actually worked up until midnight Sunday, taking people off the island out to shelters on the mainland, people with special needs and also medical conditions. But today, we have touched base with the Office of Emergency Management throughout the day. They have told us that at least 15 people needed to be taken out of their homes by emergency management officials and taken to the local high school, which is at a higher ground. Now those people, just within the hour, have been taken by the National Guard off of the island onto the mainland. Well, the Office of Emergency Management says even though they didn't heed the evacuation warnings, if somebody is in dire straits and needs help, they can call 911. However, they're trying to only help the people that are getting a lot of water that are coming into their homes, the people that are really in crises. For the rest of the people that maybe are just a little scared, but they feel like they're in a good situation, they're in a stable home, they're going to be able to go through this over the next however many hours it will last, they're saying please do not call 911. As for the rest of the roads, again, we'll give you a look over here, give you maybe some of the wind gusts that we can show you. This tree, actually, I don't know if you can see it that well on the iPhone app, but this tree keeps whipping, hitting that power line right there. It's areas like that that do cause greater concern because at this point we don't know what the situation. That truck right there, actually, that is a Vietnam-era storm truck that the fire department is using for this. In fact, they say that they're trying to use their older apparatus like that rather than their newer apparatus because of the seawater, because that seawater does have salt in it. We've seen that truck throughout the day go around. We also saw members of the Ocean City Police Department going around in another truck that does look similar. They say that they're keeping that storm truck, again, from the Vietnam era on standby because it can have a multitude of tasks that it can provide. It can provide within fires, it also can rescue, and it also can help people on an emergency basis as well. So again, we're keeping that. Now, as for the firefighters, we were there last night. They were staying there in 12-hour shifts, but actually all of the firefighters, there's about more than 40, more than 45, that are all staying overnight together. Instead of leaving once their shift is done, they're instead staying at the firehouse and they're going to have their downtime where they need to get their rest and recoup. They're having that at the firehouse rather than going home. That's the idea behind all this, so they can have as many hands on deck. And as for the police department, they're actually staying at the police department and also at a nearby high school is where they're all staying, so that way, again, they can have people on standby. Well, right now at the Ocean City High School, there's still a couple of people there that weren't able to make it over with the National Guard. We're not sure at this point if there's going to be a National Guard truck to come over or not. The Office of Emergency Management says that they are not sure yet if that will happen. But of course, we'll keep you updated on the very latest. We're live now in Ocean City, New Jersey. Annie McCormick, Channel 6 Action News.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Annie.